Hello, everyone. My name is Renee Funk with the Funk Collection, brokered by eXp Realty, and I am here today with an incredibly important, special human being in our world. And I'm incredibly proud and excited to share some time with this individual who has literally been a part of changing our world in my family, Jeanette Ribak. Hi, friend.
Hi, Renee.
How are
Nice to
you?
see you on here.
Thank you for coming and sharing time with me and everyone today.
Well, I'm happy to be here and grateful to be here. This is very new for me to be on a live broadcast, but I'm very excited about it.
Well, we're excited, and what is really kind of nudging us in the direction to share this conversation is something that you wrote recently and shared with me that touched me very much. And I know you've shared it with some others. And I think every one of us has said, okay, Jeanette, the world kind of needs to hear that fresh perspective. You've shared something so amazing. Would you mind sharing it here?
I don't mind at all. And I appreciate you taking the time to read it, because when I put these thoughts in words into and wrote on paper, I didn't want to ever forget how I felt. And you were the first one I reached out to, because I wanted to share with you my gratitude for what we're experiencing right now. So I'd be happy to share it with you.
In talking of gratitude, our friendship has, oh my gosh, I guess we've been friends for 8 years now. And the list is long of the things that I appreciate about you. One of the things that really stands out that I try to instill in my kiddos too is you're my friend who always reminds me to stop and smell the roses. And you literally mean stop and smell the roses.
I do.
Which I love about you, because I do. And I make sure the kids do as well.
It's the best.
So gratitude. Okay. You shared with me a beautiful, beautiful, can we call it a bit of a love letter? I felt it was a love letter to eXp Realty with a brand new perspective from the spouse in the relationship. Would you mind sharing it with us?
I would love to share that with you. And I think calling it a love letter is a wonderful thing, because it's full of love. That's for sure.
It is. I can't wait to hear it.
Okay, here we go. It's just something that I wrote from the heart that I felt deeply, and I didn't want to ever forget this feeling, and just wanted to share my perspective on how eXp has changed not only my husband's life, but my family, myself personally, and so many other people in my world, my friends, new acquaintances, and I just want to share. So here we go. It's like story time with Jeanette. Okay.
We're here.
All right. First of all, I'm not a realtor. I'm married to one. My knowledge about real estate is based solely on personal experience, whether it was buying and selling homes at an early age, taking a real estate class in my 30s with the intent of becoming a realtor, which was unfortunately cut short due to a medical scare, and insurance and security were a priority. So I settled into an 8-to-5 job, which I recently retired from. My husband, on the other hand, who I met and married in my late 30s, was driven and goal-oriented from the day I met him. Real estate was something we were going to be partners in from the moment we both decided to sign up for that real estate class. Even though my path went in a different direction, the last 20 years I have lived and breathed real estate through the eyes of my husband, Mitch. In the beginning, he was excited as he was helping people find that dream home. It didn't take long, though, to discover that not all realtors share the same integrity. This was the beginning of his mission to somehow do his part in realtor accountability. He got involved in his real estate board, and then several years later served as president in one of the most tumultuous elections our county has ever experienced, as 2 separate boards joined as one. As a business leader and partner in a local brokerage, his main goal was to mentor and help other realtors grow their business. Partnering or owning your own brokerage is the next step in successful real estate, right? So we thought. While it was exciting and a feeling of accomplishment being a broker, The stress and hours involved in running the business were all too telling of something not as glamorous or even as financially rewarding as one would think. My husband poured his heart and soul into trying to make others become successful real estate agents. Sleepless nights were the norm for him as he continuously sought out new ideas and strategies. With so much selfless time and energy, he always had their best interest in mind before his. I say this with conviction because I lived it, and it was not easy. While his heart was always on give mode, mine, on the other hand, was not. I saw the toll it was taking on him, and I was beginning to despise hearing another word about realtors and real estate. Throughout the last 20 years, I have listened to Mitch bounce ideas, whether it was me just being a listening ear on the phone, or on the phone with others in the industry. He has had a lot of ideas. So in 2017, when he mentioned this new company, eXp Realty, I almost tuned him out. I can't pinpoint why I truly listened this time. Maybe it was his uncertainty, his naivety that caught me off guard. But I listened. And for some unknown reason, at the time, I was open to exploring it. I did a little research on the internet and thought, is this a multi-level marketing real estate company? I'd never heard of that before. The concept didn't fit into my idea of normal real estate business. I learned that eXp Realty was really about giving realtors an opportunity to create an exit strategy and is actually a phenomenal business model. I Googled the founder and wondered, who is this brainchild? And this is where it gets good. I have always had faith in Mitch and his decisions in business and life. I say this not just because I love him, but because I know his heart. He lives and breathes compassion. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. For others. He has faith in everyone, and he will give his whole heart to help others who want to succeed in life. Period. I've seen it time and time again. It took Mitch 2 years to decide if eXp would be the best for his realtors. Did you hear what I just said? It took him 2 years. 2 years because this decision wasn't just about him and our family. It was about the realtors that worked for him. Was this the best fit to make them successful? During this time, the number 1111 kept appearing, like ridiculously appearing, like everywhere and all the time. What could this mean? Is the universe trying to tell us something? Some say that 1111 repeatedly means new beginnings and new opportunities around you. Well, we believed it. We had faith in it. And the decision in the end was the easiest decision we ever made because of these 6 words. What have we got to lose? Unless you try, you will never know. We always knew we could go back to owning a brokerage. eXp Realty has changed our lives in the most rewarding way we never dreamed of. That leap of faith when we held hands and jumped in with both feet firmly supporting each other has dramatically changed our lives. eXp Realty has made me like real estate again. It's not the enemy in my household anymore because the stress is gone. Mitch is sleeping. Mitch is working less. Mitch is financially abundant in ways we never dreamed would be possible in such a short amount of time. Gratitude. Because of eXp, I was able to retire early. And my new mantra is, and I say this so many times during the day, I am grateful for this moment. I say this at least, repeatedly over and over during the day, because for the last 20 years, I would wake up and say, ugh, it's Monday again. I have wasted so many wonderful moments wishing my days away because the climb was exhausting. eXp Realty allows realtors the freedom to vest in their future with both feet planted firmly on their desires to reach independent wealth and ownership. The depths and desires of your future is yours, not your broker. Is change scary? Of course it is. Was this scary for us to take the leap of faith to move the brokerage to eXp Realty? No, it was not. Because the 6 words, "What have we got to lose?" were always at the forefront of our thoughts moving forward. We knew we could always go back. This allowed us to take that leap of faith. Fear of the unknown or trying something new will hold you back from opportunities that the universe puts in front of you. We all talk about our gut feeling, right? But do you trust it? What's the first thing you want to do? You want to ask everyone you know what their thoughts about your gut feeling. And when everyone else gets involved and has an opinion about your gut, well then, you just didn't put your faith in yourself. Don't let fear keep you from doing things in your life. Listen to the universe. Silence your mind to be open to your destiny. So why am I writing this? Because just saying, I am grateful for this moment each day isn't enough. I am bursting and overflowing with gratitude, and I felt the need to share this with anyone who has experienced fear in decision making. I have witnessed realtors from all over the globe tell life-changing stories, dramatic, wonderful, fabulous stories. I have witnessed realtors from all over the globe help one another, not compete with one another. Yes. Wait, what? Is that a typo? Nope. You heard it right. They are helping each other succeed. I have never been so excited to be a part of real estate. This is just the beginning for us. And I actually feel like a newlywed again. You know, that feeling when you just can't get that smile off your face? Well, that's me. eXp Realty makes it easy. Ownership, cutting edge technology, growth, and more growth. This is just the beginning. Have you ever purchased a lottery ticket and said, if I win, I'm going to donate a certain percentage to my favorite charity. I'm going to pay off my house. I'm going to buy my mom and dad a house. I'm going to buy a new car. I'm going to ... Well, it is rare that I purchase a lottery ticket, but I do get caught up occasionally and have said all of the above. My gratitude for eXp Realty has been not in the gamble of the winning ticket, but in the outcome of what really matters in our life. Most of us always want to give back, right? It's usually the first response when buying the lottery ticket. The only reason Mitch was open to even exploring eXp's model is because his main goal and purpose in life is to give back. He felt this was his opportunity to do that sooner and faster than he could by killing himself in his brokerage. The joy in helping others is and always will be our first priority. The icing on the cake is the gratitude. To be able to say, I am grateful for this moment every single day. Well, that's not the lottery, friend. That's the gift eXp Realty has given. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay. Sorry, Renee.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that you shared that. I love that you shared that, especially from every different aspect. But I love that you shared it coming from the spouse, because we talk a lot about letting fear in the driver's seat, right? And we talk a little bit about how we all have fear. It's a normal feeling. It's a normal experience that we have. It's really interesting to hear it through your eyes. And I'm your friend, so I know you and I know how you feel, but just to hear you articulate those words, it's a very special thing. So thank you for sharing.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for sharing. I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Ever since I read that, And you've read it to me now a couple of times, and you get me every single time. I'd just like for you to share a little bit more about your mantra of, I am grateful for this moment. Now, I've known you for a lot of years, and I've always known you to be someone who omits gratitude immensely. But more recently, even that we've seen each other in person, you were sharing with me more about how you feel about this mantra now. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I can. Yes, gratitude is something that I thought I practiced gratitude and was grateful for a lot of things in my life. But since eXp has come into our life, it has been something that I cannot even express how much gratitude each and every single day that they give me, because what's happened, the change is I got my husband back. So I feel like I'm in this whole new wonderful relationship. He's able to spend time with our grandchildren. The stress level is gone. So my mantra of I'm grateful for this moment each and every single day is because without this switch that he made in 2017, our life would have just been drudging along. I feel like that weight of all of that stress and was just something that was compounding. And so, yeah.
It gives you, so that the eXp Realty model, what I hear time and time again is the model gives us choice. So the model gives us the choice and the ability to have some freedoms, to make choices, to pour into the areas of business that most speak to us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I mean, again, I'm your friend. And so I see it, like I get to see you and Mitch and even you in the spouse's role, like it's important. You're pouring into the friendships and the relationships too, right? And so
yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
Well, and the other thing too, Renee, is the other gift and why I'm so grateful. We're meeting so many people from all over the world. To be able to change people's lives and see that happening like all the time is just a beautiful thing. I mean, we never dreamed that it would be this great, quite frankly. And even the agents that took this journey with us in the beginning, the stories that we've heard from them, the things that they didn't even know, with their stock, they didn't even know, oh, I had that. Oh my gosh, I'm going to redo this. Oh, I mean, it's just been such a blessing and such a gift. And it, not just touching us, but touching far beyond what we ever dreamed would be possible.
Well, Jeff and I were one that came on early on with you. And yes, I am not only grateful for this moment, I've been grateful for every moment since we first met, and certainly the last 3.5 years of moments that we've shared together.
We've had some great
Oh, and by the way, as I was prepping for our time together, I was looking through many of our photos.
Yes.
Have we had some fun or what? Like, we have epic memories, all the photos of traveling and all the things we've done together.
Oh my gosh. You know what I was thinking about this morning, it just popped into my head, was that I believe it was a .com website we were looking for some sort of new vodka name or something we were having fun with.
I wouldn't know anything about that, Jeanette.
That was a funny one.
We have a lot of good memories, the Ribaks and the Funks, for sure. Another thing you had mentioned in your love letter was a decision that took you 2 years. It was a 2-year process that you and Mitch assessed and researched. And Mitch had built Tropical Realty Beachside along with you and had many agents. So again, from the inside, I see like you were making decisions based on the greater good of each individual agent, and knowing that took a 2-year process. What were some of your biggest apprehensions during that time period through your eyes?
Well, I think for me, I mean, I'm always the one, like I said in my letter, a little bit of history about me was, I was going to get my real estate license. A medical condition happened, and I'll put a stop to that because I like, you want the paycheck every month. You want, I like that concrete security. And when you have your brokerage, you've built that. And then you have, these people that you have formed these fabulous relationships with and friendships with. And now, you're affecting their lives. If they choose to come with you, some do, some don't. It's perfectly their decision and their choice. But the fact is that for Mitch, I mean, I'm speaking on behalf of Mitch right now, and seeing his example every single day is that he truly wanted what was best for his realtors. So here's this new company that we're like, what is this? And it was scary. We didn't, it's new. You don't know, when you look in hindsight, as with anything in life, and I think that's a big lesson here too, is that, that fear that we are so afraid of. And it's, when you think about it, it's sort of a ridiculous thing, because what have you got to lose in life, with anything in life, with, when there's big decisions that you have to face? Going with your gut feeling, going with your instinct, going with, what you truly feel is right for your family, and trying to do the things that are best for you and your family.
I can imagine it must have been very scary. I mean, you all made the decision 4 years ago-ish. Jeff and I made the decision 3.5 years ago-ish. And back then, there were less than 4,000 agents throughout the entire company. We have over 5,000 in the state of Florida now, and over 50,000 around the globe. So in a matter of a few short years, there's been a few changes around here. But I remember those days, in the early days, even, the observation or the pushback at times, or some of the naysayers, let's just call it, would say, you guys are crazy. You're crazy. You're making a decision. You're risking everything to go where? And so I can relate to the fear in the driver's seat. And one of the things that I always chat with agents, and I'm certainly not the first one to say it, I mean, it's been said many times before, is that fear and growth do not coexist. Comfort and growth do not coexist. Like, you have to kick one of them out. And so if you're really comfortable and you're wanting to grow, jump in, like, use the fear as fuel, eat it, chew it up, get in there and just jump in and do it, right?
No, exactly. It keeps you back from so many things, really does.
What advice would you share with a spouse of a real estate agent or broker owner or team leader in the real estate industry today?
Oh gosh, I would probably, for us, what's your end game? Time with your family. How important is time with your family? How much stress can you take?
Well, it's interesting because, again, when we talk about having freedom of choice, it's the ability to kind of throttle in different ways, right? As everybody's at different stages in their business growth. And having a platform that can support the different stages and help each individual identify, well, what is the end goal? What does the 12, 24, 36 month and beyond look like for each individual? I love that. Like, what's the exit strategy? Where are you heading?
Right.
Where are you heading?
eXp has an exit strategy.
We do. We absolutely do. Okay. So I, as your friend, know about your why, Miss Jeanette Ribak. I know about your why. When you're a business owner, identifying your why is super important. Why is it important?
Why is your why important?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, it's the reason you get up and do what you do. I mean, my why, our why, is obviously, is our granddaughter. And we she changed our lives 15 years ago when she was born. 15 years ago too, you're a lot younger, and you're sort of, I think everybody has a plan for what they want to do when they retire, or what they want to do, but when you have a life-changing event that occurs, it changes everything. And when you have an event that occurs that is an illness that is there's no cure for, and you don't know what the future holds, and you want to make sure that you do anything and everything possible to make sure that this person's life is the best that it can be with the conditions that she's been presented in her life. And not just her, but along the way, we've met some amazing families that are way worse than our granddaughter that, we care deeply for. And I mean, our why, our why is finding a cure. And it's called Sturge-Weber syndrome. I didn't mention, but she has Sturge-Weber syndrome. And our why is, doing everything possible to help Dr. Comey at Kennedy Krieger. She's part of Johns Hopkins Kennedy Krieger in Baltimore, Maryland, on that path to finding a cure and helping those children and adults that are affected by Sturge-Weber syndrome. It changed our world. It changed our world. And I say that, I could, it's deep and it's emotional, but on the other side of that, it's a gift. It truly is a gift, because when your life is affected by something like this, it changes you. So now you have to find something for us that we can help sustain and for as long as we live and beyond our lifespan, which is the other fabulous thing about eXp Realty, because we can give part of that after we're gone to Dr. Comey and Kennedy Krieger, and if Dr. Comey's not there, whoever's there in her place, to do that wonderful research that they do in hopes of finding a cure one day.
One of the many awesome titles you have is philanthropist. I had labeled that in the title of this video. And again, as your friend, I see how much you and Mitch rally. You are creating annual events, you are fundraising, you are giving your time, your talent, and where possible, raising all important funds. So your passion for your why cascades through your friends and through your network. And it's really beautiful to see the work that you do and the continued awareness that you bring to a challenge that many may not even know. And by the way, can we just talk about Lola and and Henry?
Yes.
Lola and Henry are both amazing musicians. And if you're not following along with Mitch Ribak on social media, they do concerts, right? In your driveway.
Yes. Positively Senseless is their name. Yeah.
They're amazing. They're love when they're doing their performances. So I don't know when their next one's scheduled. If it's not on the schedule, it needs to be.
You need to work on it. They've been a little lax here lately.
We need another driveway performance for sure. Lola, Henry, Mitch, come on, get on it. We want to see it. Yeah. Drop a comment in below if you would like to see them perform again. I know you're going to want to see it. You don't want to miss it. Okay, so you've mentioned a lot about eXp Realty, and that's what we're here to talk about today is your love letter to eXp. How has eXp Realty transformed your life and the lives of your family?
Oh my gosh. Freedom. Freedom. Financial security. I have my husband back. The grandchildren you just spoke about have their grandfather back. He's definitely spending more time with him. Henry's he's in baseball now, and Mitch, of course, is passionate about baseball. If anybody knows Mitch, they know he's a big Red Sox fan. But so he's helping Henry and getting on the field and coaching and helping out. So that's been wonderful. And then of course, the little side gig on the side with the band and my dining room is transformed into a studio, which is wonderful too. So I have my dining room table practically in my living room, but that's okay. It's just fun. We're having fun. Fun. We are. We're just having fun. It's great. It's wonderful. It's a whole new life.
One of our core values at eXp Realty is fun. And I always have a lot of fun when I'm with you, friend. We got that covered, right?
We have that covered. That's like a given.
We have all the other core values covered too. But if we're not having fun, what exactly are we doing, right? Well, we're doing it all. We must be having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Jeanette Ribak, this is a big question for you.
Okay.
What's next?
Okay, what's next? Well, as you know, eXp is in 16 countries currently, I believe, as of today, including the United States. I think I'm right on that. If I'm not, then that's okay too. We're in a lot of countries.
We're in more than we can count on our fingers, Jeanette.
We can count on our fingers. And Renee, what's next? Travel, travel. When that all opens up and we can go, that is what's next for us. We want to visit and explore all of those countries that eXp is in. I mean, that is number one on our list, and we'll be able to do that as soon as time is, as soon as it's permitted under the circumstances, and just doing the things that we thought we would be able to do when Mitch opened his brokerage, that we were never able to do. And here we are, all these years later, able to do that. So another reason I'm grateful for this moment. Absolutely grateful for this moment.
Well, the beauty of it is that you both are still so accessible. I mean, even when you are traveling, we still get to meet in the world. We still get to collaborate and meet. And my family is incredibly grateful for the two of you. You have been directly responsible and such a huge part of where we are today. We're grateful for your friendship. We're grateful for your mentorship. And we love you very much, friends.
Aww.
You guys are very important to us. So thank you for everything that you do.
Oh, thank you, Renee. We love you too so much.
Virtual hugs and love. Anything you want to share before we wrap today, Jeanette?
Oh gosh, I could go on and on about sharing things, but that's
I think I nudged Mitch last night. I'm just going to say, I think I nudged Mitch, that you all are coming back together, that we're going to have a conversation together, the three of us on live.
That would be great. Yes. I would love that.
All right.
I would love that. Mitch and I we're actually a kind of a cool team together. We didn't realize this until, well, you saw that video, right? With the, you know which one I'm talking about.
The nurse video?
Yeah.
That's really going to start some curiosity.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Well, for context, you and Mitch were so great. We were doing a get well video for a dear friend of ours who was a little bit not feeling well. And so we brought together a bunch of videos. The two of you won hands down. It was the most amazing video get well message I have ever seen.
That was the first take too, Renee. That was like, that was unrehearsed, totally unrehearsed. That's when we realized we're like, hey, that was pretty good.
We might be onto something here. We should do this again.
Well, he's the funny one, but I think I'm a little funnier actually. I know he's over there going, huh?
You are both funny. You are both funny. I have a feeling your humor doesn't get you in any hot water as much as his does.
Well, that's true. Yes.
Oh my goodness. It's been so much fun sharing time with you, and your love letter to eXp Realty through the eyes of the spouse. Just so grateful for you. That was amazing for you to share. Thank you, Jeanette.
Well, thank you, Renee, for inviting me to do this. I was really touched and pleased, and a tad, I've never done this before, so I'm very appreciative and grateful for the honor to do it. And I just was overwhelmingly You're grateful. Again, grateful, 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 grateful. I can't say it enough to do this. So thank you.
As I mentioned earlier, you are one of my friends who will say, stop and smell the roses. For all of you watching right now, we're going to give you that nudge. Go out and literally smell the roses today. Find the flowers, go smell them.
Oh, one other thing I would love to say, though, with that smelling of the roses in this day and time that we're living in right now, if you're able to give anyone, your family, your friends, whomever you can see, whoever you feel comfortable with, a 13-second hug. And I mean that 13 seconds, count it out, count it in their ear, because you will feel it. You will feel that energy. You will feel that love. And we need it. We all need it. So if you could just maybe I don't know, your spouse, your son, your daughter, your grandchild, whomever you feel comfortable and need, please, 13-second hugs today. Thank you.
I love that so much. Well, be careful when you're really good at something because you get asked to come back. So, Miss Jeanette, you're coming back. We're going to have you back to chat again. All right.
Thank you.
Make it a great day, everybody. Thank you, Jeanette. Talk to you soon.
Bye, Renee.
Bye. Bye, friend.